Okie dokie, that took way too long. Hello, I am running on a time crunch. I put Micah down for a nap at 9:25. It's now 9:47. It took that long to set up these cameras. The idea of this video is that I use his nap time to do as much baking and food prep for my family, anything that I can freeze, anything that's going to be for snacks for the week. He usually sleeps for an hour and a half. At the moment he is a little bit sick, so it might be shorter than that. Come along with me as I bake and get some things made for my family. First of all, I hide my recipes on my grocery list. Now, I write the recipes that I make frequently. On the back of this, that's kind of like, look, banana bread. I do that because it's easy to grab and quickly to make. So I'm not searching for the recipe on my phone or searching for it in a cookbook. It's right here. I'm also going to make some bread. So this is my recipe for the Artisan bread loaf that I make in my Dutch oven. It's so easy. I'm running low on bread flour, but I usually get the Wallaby bread flour because it's on sale, or I get there's like a baker's one, it has like a picture of a bread on it. It's from Woolies. I think they're both from Woolies. Maybe they're both from Coles as well. Olive oil, honey. That's literally all the ingredients. Honey, olive oil, yeast, flour, salt. I keep my salt in this jar. I like this jar because I actually wanted to find a use for this jar for a long time and a use for this spoon for a long time. And when I saw the two of them, I thought, makes sense. It's very convenient because it's right next to my stove and it means I can just put salt in whenever I want instead of searching through the pantry for the salt. Sometimes I am tempted to buy new things, and I think what I want to buy is actually probably useful because I do bake a lot. I have a little kids scale. It's called Kids Kitchen, literally, and it's a pink scale. It's like I guess it's not a digital one. Sometimes recipes call for like exact measurements and this can't show like 2 grams on it, you know? It only shows like 5 grams or no, 10 grams at a time. So it's really hard to work out what 2 grams is. I would love a digital scale, but for now, I'm just using this. I try and make as minimal dishes to clean as I can. I love this jug for that reason because it has cup sizes on it and it has mils on it and liters on it, and I can literally bake a whole dish sometimes just in this, which is really cool. I actually found this recipe through my friend, and when we had Micah, she came with this bread loaf. I was like, this is the best bread loaf I have ever had. I have made bread growing up, because I homeschooled, and when you homeschool, you do things that are very, I guess, homemakey sort of style. Make our own bread. We used to even make our own butter sometimes. We would do a lot of traditional things, I would say, but in a suburban area. I loved homeschooling, and I've been to and froing oh, should I homeschool? Oh, what the heck? I never even measure. Why am I measuring right now? I never measure when I make this bread loaf. Ha ha ha. I'm only measuring for you guys. 1 pack of yeast. Basically this bread, you just kind of throw it all in. Yeah, so ever since then I've been making this bread loaf because my friend was like, it's so easy, you can do it even though you don't have much time with a newborn. And so I started doing it because I needed something to give me life and it didn't take up too much time, but I got great reward from it. We used to bake bread all the time, but we would bake it in our bread maker, and I loved our bread maker. For a little while actually, I thought it was weird that we were making bread. Oh no! Yeah, see, I did not stock up on my flour. Okay, I'm gonna have to compromise and add regular plain flour. Oh, he's awake. I knew this might happen. Because he's sick. He's going to sleep. Now with this dough, it's just like a stretch and fold dough, and you leave it for 15 minutes. The recipe says 15 minutes. I kind of leave it for 30 minutes just because I'm a mum and I've got other things I'm roaming around and doing, but I just check up on it and go, okay, I'm gonna stretch and fold it. I really thought that it would be a lot more of a chore to go stretch and fold the dough, but because you're only doing it twice and it's kind of flexible how long you leave it, really. Well, at least I think. Now, that is all mixed, as you can see. I kind of just put a tea towel over it, really. Okay, that is done. I just measure the flour in here because I've already used it for the bread, and honestly, I barely use it for the bread, so most of the time, because I just use it for water for the bread, I just put it back in the cupboard because I just used it for water. But seeing as I'm making more than just bread, I am going to measure a cup and a third in here. I try to get aesthetic utensils for baking, you know, like the teaspoons, and I ended up getting rid of them because I just kept going back to my silly little plastic thing because I liked that they were all attached. I liked that they were compact. I used them way more. I didn't even use the ones that I bought that were like brass looking cute little individual measuring spoons, so I got rid of them, which really surprised me because I love aesthetic things, but it's practical and it just goes in a drawer, so yeah. I'm just sweetening the banana muffins with maple syrup because apparently babies can't have honey for a certain reason, so I'm going to put maple syrup in it because I want Micah to be able to have these banana muffins as well. Thank you. Michael got my flour because I ran out. Freeze my bananas when we get bulk.
Get your wife flowers, people.
Wait,
Keeps
what?
them happy.
I don't even know if they can hear that.
Get your wife some flowers, people.
Oh, makes them happy. Get
Makes
it.
them happy.
I get it. Whenever we have like excess that I know that it's going to go bad before we get to them, so that I can make banana bread, because really bananas in banana bread, they don't have to be perfect because you want them to be a little bit odd looking. I also freeze my bananas for when I have excess for making banana pancakes, which I would love to make again sometime soon, but I've been making other things. Alright, he got my chocolate too, which is great. That's for my next recipe. Let's check on the bread. So, as I said, it's actually not risen that much because it's now winter. I made it in summertime, so it would rise so quickly, but right now it's like a little cold, so it like takes a little bit longer. But yeah, basically I just stretch and fold, stretch and fold, and it's like super basic. And I wet my hands beforehand so that the bread doesn't stick to my hands. Hi, sweetheart. What's all this? What's all the cameras? I heard you coughing about 7 times during your sleep. Mummy's making bread.
Yummy.
That is all I need to do. Did you wake up early? What's with this?
Hi.
I'm back. Micah woke up and he is now back down for another sleep. It's like 3 hours later, I would say. He woke up a little early because he's not feeling well, so we also don't know how long he'll be asleep for this one. It's fair enough. He's got a bit of a cough. So now I am making some Brooki cookies. Oh, would the rest of the world know about Brooki? There's a local baker in Brisbane made a cookbook. She also is famous for her cookies. They are like New York style cookies, and there's one that she makes. It's the Nutella Bueno. Now, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Now, Michael went to get the chocolate Bueno. There was none there. So I usually just get the Aldi ones because it's just convenient, because I got the Aldi chocolate as well. This is the Aldi chocolate. It's the dairy fine milk chocolate. In my opinion, it tastes like the Cadbury milk chocolate, which is kind of cool because it's so much cheaper and it's from Aldi. But I usually bake with dark chocolate, but for specifically this one, I wanted to bake with milk chocolate because it does call for milk chocolate. For those that don't have this book, here's the recipe. Maybe I can get it in focus here. Screenshot that, and then you'll have the recipe. That's the chocolate. This is dangerous to have in front of me because I will eat it as I cook. So I'm gonna pop it behind there because I don't need it yet. That's that one. Bread. Okay, so the bread, you actually can put it in the fridge to let it rise slower. It's called something, I forgot what it's called. But yeah, it worked great. Now I'm going to shape it, but I'm going to shape it on some baking paper. The reason why I put it on the baking paper is just it makes it easier to put inside the pot because I have to preheat the pot. So let's do all that. Also, we have solar, so I like to bake in the day, so we're using the sun instead of using electricity. Since I've been making this bread, actually, I have really repulsed, like, not repulsed, but it's probably too much, but I actually don't like chopped bread anymore. There's some good breads that like Coles and Woolies make in their bakery section. That's pretty good, but even then, I love a good homemade bread now. And it's hard to go back because you know that, well, A, you know all the ingredients in there, and B, it just tastes better. Plus, it's so easy to make. I find that we go through this loaf very quickly though. I'm keen to make one slightly bigger than this because I reckon my Dutch oven will fit it. I'll actually cover that. Before it starts spreading everywhere, I'm gonna use this, cover it so that it doesn't spread out while it's rising while the oven's preheating. Oh, you're preheating your Dutch oven, which I almost forgot. I wanted, because I make these banana muffins probably once every 2 weeks. It's our staple snack, and the reason why I make them is because they stop me or Michael or whoever's home from just snacking on like rubbish. And also it stops us from feeling so hungry between meals. Find that they're the perfect snack even to take to work, because Michael takes them to work, and then when I was working I used to take them to work as well. It's sweetened by the banana, so there's no sugar in it, like refined sugar. There's maple syrup in it. Sometimes I use honey, or most of the time, and then this time I'm using maple syrup. The main sweetener besides the banana is the honey usually, so I want Micah to be able to have them. We have put the banana muffins together. Now we're going to make Brooki Cookies. Now we're going to our friends this afternoon. It was one of our friends' birthday, and we know that he likes these cookies, so I'm just making them for him basically. Usually we wouldn't have these decadent cookies for our week, but it's nice to have a treat. You can freeze them too, so if you are making them, you can just leave like them in a ball and leave them in the freezer and only cook up 2 because they're quite rich. I didn't film it, but I froze little kind of balls of Nutella. So I'm gonna keep that in there. I'm gonna make the base, and then what you do is you fill them up. So let's do that. recently finished rising. This is also preheated for our bread. Now I'm gonna carefully take out the Dutch oven, and then we're gonna pop it in there. I've been only using the Dutch oven for making bread, but I really want to try making a meal out of it. It just, I don't know, it makes the bread taste like, almost like it was baked on a fire, or like, I don't know, the quality just tastes so good in a Dutch oven. Also, it makes it a little bit more moist inside too, and then the outside quite crispy. Hey Google, put a timer on for 40 minutes. For the freezer. I often have batches of cookies in the freezer, and it's kind of nice when you discover that they're in there, because it's like, oh, cool, I have cookies. My camera died, but I don't know what I was up to, but I was just saying how amazing these protein bagels are, and that I will forever make these bagels, just because of how easy it is and how tasty it is and how healthy it is. Less cleanup. The bread looks so good. I mean, the top part's a little crispy, but I think because it rose so much and it broke, like the crackle part on the top, and so it must have got to the lid and just burnt a little bit. Take that out. Oh my gosh, so good. While the bread's hot, I wish I knew this growing up, because we made so much bread, and I always hated this thing about homemade bread where the crust would get so rock hard on the outside if you didn't eat it within 1 to 2 days. I wish I knew this earlier. Oh, hello! Micah's with us. He's just playing down there, aren't you, darling? He often watches me in the kitchen. Yeah, so all you do is you rub a bit of butter on the outside. It's not going to be soaking in it, but it's just enough to make all surfaces a little bit like coated with butter. That sinks into the crust and it doesn't make it go rock hard like a day or two later. It stays like that perfect bread squishy feel. And it's still kind of crispy on the outside, but not rock hard, you know what I mean? And you can even put it in the fridge and it will stay good on the outside. Yeah, you telling them? Yeah. I should have thought of that. I hate butter. I do not like butter. Did I make it too long? Maybe. Did I forget to set the timer at the right time? Yes. But it still looks good and it's gonna taste amazing. You're not in focus. There you go. Because I started to make the bagels and that wasn't the plan, it's extended my time just slightly, but it didn't take that long. All I need to do is put the egg wash on it and put the everything but bagel seasoning on it. Yes, darling. Mum is just finishing this and then we can be together. We can go check out what Daddy's doing, hey? Yeah, because he's finishing the brick wall. Isn't that exciting? Do you want to look what Mama's doing? But I'm using the oven. It's very hot. I'm going to put the banana muffins in. Do you want to have a look? And the cookies are going in. You want to join? You want to join? Ooh. Okay, we just need a tray for this, but I think we can just put it on the other tray so there's not as many dishes, hey? So, this is the dishes that Mummy has to do. You're going to help her? Yeah? You got something on your face. I would say that's pretty good. Like, this was from the bagels. This was from both baked goods. I used this weigher for everything. And then there's this. Our plates in here are from lunch. And this is from Micah's lunch. So it's actually not too many dishes. I didn't cut the chocolate on the chopping board. I cut it on the chopping board with the wrapper underneath. That was strategic, so I don't have to wash this. So I can just pop it back. I think that's not that much, considering how much I made. He wants to grab everything. It's gonna be a bit hot though. So we can pop these away. Oh, hey Google, can you put a timer on for 10 minutes? To give you perspective of how many dishes I ended up using, four baked goods. I used all of this. This is our lunch though. And all of this and this. But I think some of these were our lunch. That's all I used. And then obviously the trays that they're on right now. That's pretty alright. Hey Google, put a timer on for 2 more minutes. Ooh, they look so good. Oh my gosh. They look so good. Do you like them? I am so happy with myself. This is one of the best Monday homemaker days that I have done. I'm liking it. That was actually so fun. And everything looks so good. I do want to put these bagels in the oven. They're ready to go in, but I want to take a photo because I think the sun will go for my thumbnail. So I'm going to take a thumbnail and then I'm going to put them in.
Oh my God, you're awake.
Yeah, he's awake.
When did he wake up?
Like 20 minutes ago. Come and have a look at what I made.
Whoa. Wow, look at you. What the heck? There's so much. Wow.
I know.
All while he was asleep?
Yeah, for 2 naps.
Jeez.
I have to
Pretty
bake
good.
these.
Yeah, I'm like, they don't look cooked. But...
No.
Wow, the sun looks good.
I know.
Good. Oh, the cookies. I can't wait for them.
I know. I'm gonna take a thumbnail. Isn't this genius?
Yeah, that brings a lot of light in here.
I gotta take it right now before this sun goes.
Wow, that's cool, babe.
Thank you.
Look at you. You've really used your Monday, even though you didn't sleep for that long.
I know. I was pretty impressed with myself.
Mm.
I'm gonna put this apron on to look.
And look at you being very patient.
Dada, yes.
Hi.
Dada.
Can I have a cuddle? Ah, Dada, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, Dada. My God.
Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun on my Monday homemaking day. I have been loving doing just like very much wife homemaking mum things on Mondays because usually I'm like on the computer editing, so it's so nice to do something like this. If you enjoy my content, I am continuing doing homemaking and mum things. I have really enjoyed my day. I hope to see you soon. Bye.